Hi there, music fans, and today is another special day for Cliff and the Shadows fans. Bruce Welch of the Shadows is 80 today. Can you believe it? All Cliff and the Shadows now are in their 80s. Hank was 80 a couple of days ago. Brian was 80 a couple of years ago, I think. I think he's 81 or 82 now, and Cliff was 81 in October. So they're all in their 80s now. But I think they'll always be the young ones to us. Cliff and the Shadows fans, they'll always be the young ones, no matter how old they are. But I just wanted to wish Bruce Welch happy birthday. I hope he's having a fantastic day, and I hope he continues to make music, enjoy music, because he's given us so much pleasure over the years with so much fantastic music. And as a Cliff fan, I just wanted to mention as well. I'm sure some Cliff fans know, but some Cliff fans may not know just how important Bruce Welch was to Cliff's career. Not only as a rhythm guitarist with the Shadows, but also as a producer in the late 70s. He was responsible for some of Cliff's best work. The I'm Nearly Famous, Greenlight album, the Every Face Tells a Story album, all the hits that came from them albums, Devil Woman, My Kind of Life, Miss You Nights, and so on. But as well as that, he's also written more number ones for Cliff than anybody else. That includes Daniel Tarnty and all the other great songwriters that Cliff has had over the years. Bruce Welch is number one when it comes to writing Cliff's number ones. He wrote Please Don't Tease. He wrote I Love You, both from 1960. I Love You was Cliff's Christmas number one in 1960. And he also wrote with Brian Bennett Summer Holiday. And he wrote with Cliff Bachelor Boy. So he has the record for writing the most Cliff number ones. But I also credit Living Doll to Bruce as well, because Lionel Bart wrote it in a kind of King Creole style. Elvis's track King Creole. It sounded very like that, kind of with the doom 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 doom. And it was Bruce Welch that changed it into a country song and made it the number one that it was. So I kind of credit Bruce with that number one as well. And of course, we know that he produced Cliff's biggest selling song of all time, We Don't Talk Anymore. And yeah, so but I also want to mention last year for his 79th birthday, I made a YouTube video on this channel as well. And I listed my top 10 favorite songs written by Bruce Welch. So Team for Young Lovers wasn't on it. That's probably my favorite track that he's ever written. But it was just songs. And I actually left out my ultimate favorite song written by Bruce Welch. And it was a song he wrote in 1964 for Cliff for the movie Wonderful Life, and it's a song called A Matter of Moments. And some reason I didn't remember that last year for some reason, but that is my favorite. That's one of my favorite Cliff ballads of all time. It's absolutely beautiful. And yeah, Bruce wrote that one in 1964 when he was actually on fire. He was writing with everybody. He was writing with the Shadows. He wrote I Could Easily Fall in Love with you. He was writing In the Country. He wrote they were with the Shadows. He wrote with Cliff. He wrote On the Beach. He wrote Don't Talk to Him. He's written some absolutely amazing songs, and he's been an absolutely incredible force for Cliff over the years. So as a Cliff fan, I want to wish and the Shadows fan, I want to wish Bruce Welch a very happy 80th birthday.